An alien killer has landed, not to conquer, but to harvest. ZHUNRAK doesn't speak. He doesn't negotiate. He's here for one reason. The seeds buried inside human DNA. Seeds not even Superman or Iron Man knew existed. When the skies rip open, Earth's protectors fall one by one. Cities burn. Heroes break. Humanity becomes the soil. The collector doesn't want war. He wants your core. And no one is immune, not even the strongest heroes. The seeds were hidden in us, and the alien has come to harvest. The world didn't end with a bang. It ended with a frequency. A low, humming signal pulsed through the outer layers of Earth's atmosphere, undetectable by most. But not by Tony Stark, not by Superman, not by the ones who could feel the walls of reality flex around them. It started with seizures. 1 in New York, 2 in Islamabad, then hundreds in Shanghai. Infants trembling in hospital cribs, old men collapsing on sidewalks, and in the middle of it all, a silent wave echoing through the bones of the planet. Tony Stark stood alone in the lab under the Andes Mountains, the place no one but him knew about, watching heart rate monitors spike across every continent. "Jarvis," he said quietly, "cross-match these patterns with alien frequencies we've logged in the last 10 years. A pause, a longer pause than usual. Then, match found. But the origin predates your lifetime, sir, by several million years." The Orbiteer. Superman hovered at the edge of Earth's orbit, eyes glowing red, heart uneasy. There was something beyond even Kryptonian senses. Not hostile, not aggressive, not yet, but aware, calculating. He turned toward the black fold in space, not a ship, not a portal, but a scar, as if someone had cut into space itself and just left it open. A voice behind him. "You seeing what I'm seeing?" It was Iron Man, flying in a reinforced space rig. Superman didn't take his eyes off the tear. "It's not a wormhole." "No," Stark replied. "It's a door, and we didn't open it." First contact. The scar bloomed wide. Out of it came a shadow, not a fleet, not a creature, a figure. Its body shimmered like metal, but its skin pulsed like muscle. Etched across its chest were blue veins that glowed like ancient circuitry. Its face was a mask, half-shattered, revealing bone-like plates underneath. No mouth, no eyes, just a symbol burned across its chest. Juanrak. He didn't announce his arrival. He didn't attack. He simply drifted down through the thermosphere into the clouds and landed in Pakistan. The Karachi event. He stood in the middle of the Sadar market. People froze. A woman dropped her phone. A child stepped forward to touch him. And then the scream. Not from Juanrak, from the people around him. One by one, dozens of humans began convulsing, glowing blue from their chest, like something inside them had been activated. And then they rose, not by will. They levitated toward Juanrak, limp, lifeless, eyes wide, like marionettes. Within seconds, he absorbed them into a glowing sphere that hovered behind him. No blood, no pain, just instant silence. Then he vanished. The Prime Seed. Back in Metropolis, Clark Kent collapsed in the middle of the street. Lois ran to him. Clark, his chest burned. Underneath his skin, something was glowing. A symbol he had never seen. Kryptonian? No, older. Stark was already on the way, jets screaming. He arrived seconds later, slammed a scanner onto Superman's ribcage, and froze when he saw the readings. "What is it?" Lois asked. Tony looked up. "It's a seed," he whispered. "And he has it. The truth." Bruce Wayne hacked the unhackable. Deep within ancient Kryptonian archives, buried in phantom drive storage, he found file. Do not let the seeds bloom. Thousands of years ago, a dying alien race known as the Valkyrie seeded their last fragments of life across the universe, hoping to preserve their culture, their knowledge, their power. Those seeds took root inside DNA, inside humans, and Earth had become a greenhouse of power. But the protector they sent to gather them, ZHUNRAK, he was once their guardian. Now he was the executioner. The failed strike. The Avengers deployed everything. Hulk jumped first. Straight at the coordinates, Joanrak reappeared in Cairo. He didn't land. Mid-air, a pulse wave struck him, and Hulk disintegrated, like sand in the wind. Not dead, extracted. The seed inside him had been harvested. Iron Man launched a new prototype, the Neural Flare Armor, designed to disrupt alien energy fields. Joanrak let it hit, and smiled through the cracking mask. "I am not here to fight," he said, for the first time. His voice wasn't sound, it was inside everyone's mind. "I am here to reap." Earth's heartbeat. People began glowing across the globe. Cities turned into hotspots. The alien seeds were waking up. Random humans, farmers, teachers, doctors, glowing, seizing, floating toward the sky in waves. Superman screamed as the energy in his chest exploded out of him, creating shockwaves that shattered glass across a 10-mile radius. Iron Man barely got his helmet on in time. "We can't stop him," he said. "Not with weapons." Superman's voice cracked. Then what? Tony looked up at the red sky and said the one thing he never thought he'd say. "We might have to destroy everyone with a seed." Superman froze. "But I have one," he said. Tony didn't blink. "I know." Superman's chest was glowing, and that's when they realized the truth. The sun was setting red over Metropolis. But it wasn't sunset, it was radiation. Energy rippled off Superman's chest like a heartbeat too loud for the planet to handle. Tony's armor flickered as he scanned again. "Superman, stay still," he said, but even his voice trembled. The reading spiked, higher than any arc reactor, higher than any nuclear core. Inside Clark's chest, the alien seed was awake. The rising frequency. Every city on Earth was screaming. The seed signal, as Stark called it, pulsed through everything. Phones, satellites, even the Wi-Fi. Hospitals overflowed. Thousands of people were collapsing, glowing from within. Wanda felt it first in her mind. Millions of voices, whispering in a language she couldn't translate. "Tony, they're calling him," she said, her eyes bleeding scarlet. "Who?" he asked. Joanrak. Across the world, Joanrak walked calmly through the chaos, a biomechanical god harvesting souls. He moved through cities like a shadow underwater, every step pulling more humans into his orbit. No destruction, no fire, just silence after each pass. The test. In Stark Tower, the air vibrated. Superman stood in the containment bay, surrounded by layers of anti-energy fields. Tony adjusted the scanner again. "Your DNA is rewriting itself. The seed isn't foreign anymore, it's becoming you." Superman looked down, fists trembling. "So, I'm one of them." Tony's face hardened. "You're the Prime Core, Clark. The original seed. He's here for you." Before they could react, alarms blared. Unidentified energy breach. Within the tower, the walls turned to liquid metal. Joanrak stepped through. The confrontation. Superman moved first. He slammed Joanrak through 7 walls, out into the Manhattan skyline. They hit the air hard. Shockwaves flattened cars below. Superman's eyes burned red as he punched again and again, each strike like thunder. But Joanrak didn't bleed. He absorbed. With every hit, his body glowed brighter. Then he caught Superman's fist mid-strike and spoke inside his mind. "I am not your enemy. I am your purpose." Superman screamed, and the energy from his chest exploded outward. Joanrak smiled. "It has begun." The chain reaction. The blast rippled across continents. Thousands of seed bearers awoke instantly. In Africa, in Brazil, in Tokyo, people rose to the sky like glowing comets. The world looked up, terrified. Stark's satellite feed showed it clearly. Each human was being lifted toward orbit, toward him. Wanda collapsed. "He's activating them," she whispered. "Every seed is sinking to Superman's core. He's the beacon." Bruce stared at the data. He's not harvesting anymore. He's summoning something. The Phantom Files. In the Batcave, Bruce uncovered another Kryptonian archive. A hologram flickered to life. The voice of Jor-El filled the chamber. "If the seeds ever bloom, the Collector will come. He will gather what remains of our creators." The seeds were never meant to evolve. They were meant to return. Bruce whispered. "He's not here to kill them. He's taking them home." Tony cut the transmission through the comms. "Home or not, he's ripping Earth apart. I'm not letting him take my planet." The plan no one wanted. Tony pulled open a chamber beneath the tower. Inside floated a silver sphere, a compact anti-core reactor, designed to destabilize alien energy frequencies, he said. "It'll shut down the seeds." Superman frowned. "Shut down or kill them?" Tony hesitated. "Both." Superman stepped forward, his eyes dark. "You're talking about wiping out thousands of people, Tony." Tony met his stare. "You're one of them, Clark. You think I don't know the risk?" Lightning flashed outside. Thor landed hard, the sky splitting with thunder. "You're both fools," he said. "The Collector feeds on conflict. Every second you argue, he grows stronger." The Cairo catastrophe. Juanrak descended on Cairo again, the same place Hulk fell. This time, hundreds of humans stood waiting, already glowing. They weren't afraid anymore. They were calling him. Superman shot down from the clouds like a meteor. Juanrak didn't even flinch. "Why us?" Superman shouted, his voice echoing through the sky. Juanrak's mind voice filled the air. "Because you are ours. Your world was the cradle of rebirth, and now the harvest." Superman charged, punching him through the pyramids, stone and dust flying like ash. Juanrak hit the ground, rose, and caught Superman midair, slamming him into the sand. Iron Man arrived, launching the anti-core bomb. It detonated midair, a blinding pulse of white light. Juanrak staggered. Superman screamed in agony. Both fell. The aftermath. When the light faded, Juanrak's armor had changed, darker, sharper, pulsing with arcs of red and blue lightning. He looked down at his own hands as if amused. "Your weapon nourishes me." Tony's jaw clenched. "You absorb it? You gave me evolution." Superman barely stood. His veins were glowing gold now. Lois's voice broke through the comms. "Clark, what's happening to you?" He looked at his hands. "I think I'm becoming what he is." The global uprising. The world erupted. Every seed bearer was mutating, gaining powers, energy, control they didn't understand. One man in Tokyo ignited into plasma. A child in New York stopped time for 8 seconds. In London, a woman's scream shattered glass for miles. It wasn't chaos anymore. It was ascension. But not everyone survived it. Thousands burned out, their bodies unable to contain the alien charge. And every one of them that died, their energy streamed into the sky. Juanrak was feeding. The Kryptonian revelation. Back in the Watchtower, Batman pieced it together. The seeds respond to the Prime Core, Superman. Juanrak is using him as a transmitter. Tony slammed his fist on the console. Then we killed the signal. Wanda turned, her eyes glowing. "You don't understand. The signal isn't coming from him. It's coming through him." She reached toward Superman, touching his chest with trembling fingers. Inside the glow, she saw something, a memory not his own, a battlefield of dying stars, a giant throne of bone and metal, and a voice whispering, "We planted the seeds to live again. We sent Juanrak to bring us home." Wanda gasped. "Superman, you're their last hope, and their final weapon." The split. The team divided. Tony wanted to destroy the seeds before Juanrak could take them. Superman wanted to save the people, even if it meant facing Juanrak alone. Thor sided with Tony. Wanda sided with Clark. Batman stood silent. Then Tony said quietly, "If he loses control again, I'll stop him myself." Superman nodded. "Then let's pray you don't have to." They launched together toward the storm over the Indian Ocean, where Juanrak was gathering the next wave of seed bearers. Lightning filled the sky. The water boiled. And through the storm, Juanrak raised his hand. A single word echoed through every mind on Earth. Merge. The seas parted. The sky opened. And every seed bearer began to rise. Iron Man built a weapon to kill Superman, but it was for the alien. The storm above the Indian Ocean had stopped moving. Clouds hung motionless, like time itself had frozen. lightning flickered, but the thunder never came. In the middle of that silence, Superman hovered, eyes burning gold, veins pulsing with alien light. Juanrak stood below him, motionless, watching with mechanical patience. And behind him, millions of humans floating in the air like stars, each one glowing, each one part of him now. The signal expands. Tony's armor rattled even before he reached the stratosphere. Jarvis status. Gravitational field distortion increasing exponentially. He's creating a network, sir. Tony could see it now, the entire world covered in light. The seeds inside humans were forming a web, a living circuit connecting through Superman's core. He's turning the planet into a transmitter, Tony muttered. To call what? A voice, Wanda's, echoed through comms. Not what, Tony, who? Inside the eye of the storm, Superman descended through the frozen rain. Juanrak, stop this now. Juanrak's voice came from everywhere and nowhere. I cannot stop creation. I only fulfill it. Superman's eyes flared red. You're murdering billions. No, I am returning them. You were meant to lead them home. Before Superman could move, Juanrak raised his hand, and Superman's chest ignited with blinding gold light. The world shook. Lightning spiraled into his body, feeding it. Tony watched from above, horrified. He's charging him like a battery. The Stark Protocol. Deep inside his armor, Stark's hand hovered over a red switch labeled Protocol Zero, a weapon designed to neutralize Superman, a contingency Bruce helped him build years ago. He never thought he'd use it. He whispered, "Forgive me, big guy," and pressed it. The sky exploded. A beam of anti-core energy burst from his armor, a thin white line that pierced the clouds and slammed into Superman's chest. For a second, it worked. The glow dimmed. The seeds flickered. Juanrak staggered backward. Then something went wrong. The beam bent, absorbed midair. Juanrak lifted his hand, feeding on it like sunlight. Your technology, his voice echoed, is nourishment. The evolution. Juanrak's armor cracked apart like eggshells. Underneath was a new form, smoother, darker, alive. He grew taller, his chest bursting with swirling galaxies of energy. The Collector had become something else entirely. Wanda screamed as her telepathic link caught fire. He's not a machine anymore. He's a living seed, reborn through your weapon. Tony's heart pounded. You're telling me I just upgraded him? Yes, Wanda gasped, clutching her head. You made him unstoppable. The betrayal. Superman fell to one knee, clutching his chest. I can't hold it in. Juanrak moved closer. Because you were never meant to, Kal-El. You are the vessel. I am the extractor. Energy burst out of Superman's body, a torrent of golden plasma that tore through clouds, creating a hole in the sky. Juanrak absorbed it all. Tony fired every missile, every arc cannon he had left. None of it mattered. Juanrak walked through explosions as if through smoke. Tony, get out. Wanda shouted. Not until I. A hand grabbed his suit midair. Juanrak crushed the armor like paper. Tony's heart stopped. The mask cracked. And then, out of nowhere, a thunderclap. Thor's return. Lightning struck the sea. Thor descended like a wrathful god, eyes white, screaming, "Enough!" He swung Mjolnir with divine fury, slamming it into Juanrak's chest. The impact split the ocean, a wall of water miles high. For the first time, Juanrak bled. Blue fire spilled from his wounds. Thor turned to Superman. Now, brother, strike. Superman rose, golden veins burning bright again. Together they hit Juanrak from both sides, lightning and solar fire. The explosion could be seen from orbit. But when the smoke cleared, Juanrak was still standing, smiling. Every strike makes me more complete. The seeds awaken. In the chaos, the seed bearers on Earth began to move again, but differently this time. Their eyes glowed red, their voices unified into one tone. They spoke together. We are Juanrak. The network was no longer a link, it was a hive. Millions of humans now shared his mind. Superman heard every voice, every heartbeat. He could feel them dying and reviving in sync. He fell to his knees, screaming. Tony's voice broke through the comms. "Clark, listen to me. You have to fight the connection." Superman's head snapped up. His eyes turned black. He punched Tony through the stratosphere. The possession. When Tony came to, his suit was in pieces, falling through clouds. Superman hovered above him, aura dark and trembling. "Clark, it's me." No response. Juanrak's voice came from Superman's mouth. "He is mine now." Tony fired his emergency thrusters and activated a backup EMP core. The pulse shattered clouds for miles. Superman dropped from the sky, long enough for Wanda to teleport in, her crimson energy flaring. She caught Tony midair, panting. He's gone. Juanrak's consciousness has merged with him. Tony coughed. "Then we kill him." Wanda shook her head violently. "If you kill him, you kill the Prime Core and every seed on Earth." Tony looked up at the sky. Superman was rising again, his voice layered with thousands of echoes. "You cannot kill creation. The last resort." Bruce's voice cut through the static from the watchtower. "I have a plan." Everyone froze. "I found something in the Kryptonian archives, the God Killer Code. It's not a weapon, it's a containment field, designed to imprison energy beings like the Collector." Tony winced. "You're saying trap him, not destroy him?" "Exactly. But it needs a power source stronger than anything we have left." Wanda looked at Tony. "Your arc reactor." Tony laughed bitterly. "You mean the thing keeping me alive?" Silence. He nodded once. "Fine." The sacrifice set up. As Juanrak Superman hovered over the Pacific, the heroes assembled on Stark's ruined carrier. Thor, Wanda, and Tony, the last defense left. Tony calibrated the containment device. A ring of glowing modules spread across the ocean surface. Once it activates, the field will lock onto the Prime Core. But someone needs to be inside to lure him. Thor stepped forward. "I'll do it." Tony shook his head. "He'll kill you before you blink." Wanda's eyes glimmered. "Then I'll hold him." Tony smiled weakly. "Guess I'm not the only crazy one left." The merge. The sky tore open again, Juanrak descending like a black sun. Superman's body was now completely fused with the alien core, glowing symbols covering his arms. Tony stepped onto the floating platform, the arc reactor humming louder with every second. He shouted up, "Clark, you want me? Come get me." Juanrak's voice thundered. "You cannot resist the harvest." Superman charged, a blur of gold and black. Tony opened the reactor full power, beams of blue light slicing through clouds. The containment field roared to life, locking onto Superman's energy signature. For a moment, it worked. Superman froze midair, screaming, light pouring from every vein. The sea began to boil. The field overloaded. Wanda screamed, pouring all her chaos energy into the reactor to stabilize it. "Tony, it's too much." He gritted his teeth. "Then make it count." The twist. The field flared white. Juanrak's essence ripped out of Superman, a storm of living light twisting above them. For the first time, the alien looked afraid. But then the impossible happened. The energy didn't dissipate. It merged with Tony. His arc reactor flared gold. Juanrak's symbol burned onto his chest. Tony's eyes turned blue-white as the armor reformed around him, a fusion of man and alien metal. Wanda whispered, "Tony, what did you do?" He looked up at her, voice echoing with power not his own. "I didn't build the weapon to kill Superman," he said softly. "I built it to replace Juanrak." The sky exploded. The seeds start talking, and Earth is no longer ours. The explosion faded into silence. Above the Pacific, Iron Man hovered. But this wasn't Tony Stark anymore. His armor had reshaped itself, fusing Juanrak's alien tech with Stark's old design. The chest reactor pulsed gold blue, alive with something ancient, something no longer entirely human. Wanda floated nearby, stunned. "Tony, are you still in there?" His voice crackled, layered, mechanical. "Barely," he said, "but I see everything now." She stepped closer. "What did you see?" Tony looked toward the stars. They weren't just seeds. They were memories. Below them, the ocean shifted. hundreds of seed bearers, still hovering midair, suddenly moved, not physically, but mentally. Their eyes opened, glowing. Each one looked upward, as if they all finally understood something. Then, one by one, they began to speak, not in their own voices. In unison, "We are the Valkyrie. We are not invaders. We are the remnants of a shattered galaxy. Earth is our soil. You are the garden." Superman, still on his knees, separated from Juonrak, but weakened, lifted his head slowly. "You're alive inside us?" "We are more than alive," the voice replied. "We are becoming again, through you." Tony's new sensors flared as data surged from every seed bearer. He saw them, their memories, their origin, their purpose. Millions of years ago, the Valkyrie were wiped out by a galactic extinction wave. Before dying, they encoded their essence into crystalline seeds and scattered them into developing worlds, Earth being the most fertile. Juonrak was their failsafe, originally sent to reawaken them, until the process corrupted him. He no longer served the Valkyrie. He had become a collector of power, not life. Superman clenched his fists. "Then why use me?" "Because you are balance, Kryptonian strength seeded with our memory. You are both. That is why he used you." Wanda trembled. "So are you reborn now?" "Not yet. One seed remains locked." All eyes turned to the child floating just above the ocean, a 10-year-old girl from Nairobi, her eyes pure white, trembling midair. She is the core conductor, the final root, but the fusion must be willed, not forced. Tony flinched. That's why Juonrak couldn't take her. She hasn't accepted it yet. Superman rose, stumbling toward her through the sky. "We can't force this." "You must not," the voice warned, "or we lose ourselves again." Suddenly, the clouds cracked. The sky pulsed red. Something was coming. The stars themselves shifted, and a shape emerged, massive, black, surrounded by orbiting rings of light. Superman's eyes widened. "What is that?" Tony's voice dropped. "A beacon was sent, and it's answering." "That is the true collector," the seeds whispered. Juonrak was just the key. That is the doorkeeper. Earth was no longer a battlefield. It was a doorway, and now it was open. Superman turned to Tony. "What happens if she accepts the seed now?" Tony looked at the girl, the trembling core conductor, and said quietly, "She becomes Earth's last defense, or its final sacrifice." Superman becomes the last seed, and the alien opens the sky. The doorkeeper filled the heavens like a god carved from night. Its surface wasn't metal. It was stars, crushed together into armor. Rings of light orbited it like galaxies on chains. Superman floated above the Pacific, bleeding golden energy from his chest. The core conductor, the girl, drifted beside him, her eyes pure white, her voice trembling. "Everyone's calling me," she whispered. "They want to go home." Tony's new hybrid armor glowed brighter than the sun. "We're out of time," he said. "If that thing finishes opening the gate, Earth gets rewritten." Superman's voice was calm now, too calm. "Then we stop it from inside." The merge. Wanda's power flared crimson around them. She wrapped her energy around Superman and the child, holding them steady as the sky cracked open. "Once you enter," she warned, "you won't come back." Superman smiled faintly. "I wasn't born here, but I'll die here." He took the girl's hand. Her small fingers pulsed with white fire, the last unclaimed seed on Earth. The light spread through him, filling every cell, every memory. His eyes turned gold white. Tony stepped forward, his voice shaking through static. "Clark, if you can hear me, make it count." Superman nodded once and flew straight into the doorkeeper's chest, the cosmic core. Inside was madness, a storm of alien souls screaming across endless light, each one a seed, each one searching for a body. Superman hovered inside the chaos, his cape burning away molecule by molecule. He saw Juonrak's essence there too, trapped, twisting. "You can't stop them," the voice hissed. "They will rewrite existence." Superman's reply echoed like thunder. "Then I'll give them something new to write." He reached into his chest, into the solar core Tony had built, and pulled it free. The reactor pulsed brighter than a star. He crushed it in his hands. The light. From orbit, Tony saw the explosion bloom, not fire, but light. Every seed bearer on Earth froze midair. Their glow turned gold. Wanda screamed, "He's merging them. He's merging everyone." The doorkeeper convulsed, its rings breaking apart. Stars fell like rain. In that light, Superman's voice reached them all. "You were never made to serve. You were made to survive. Earth is your home now, not your prison." Every human, every seed, every spark of the Valkyrie glowed once, and then went silent. The fall. The doorkeeper shattered. Fragments of celestial armor drifted through the atmosphere like burning snow. Wanda caught Tony before he fell. The sea below was calm, eerily calm. And in the distance, the girl, the core conductor, floated down onto a quiet island, breathing softly, human again. Tony removed his helmet, his face streaked with tears and ash. Did he make it? Wanda looked up at the sunrise breaking through the clouds. Golden rays swept across the horizon, brighter than ever before. "Look at the light," she whispered. "He is the sunrise." The legacy. Days later, the world awoke changed. The glowing marks on the seed bearers were gone, but they could still hear something, faint, peaceful, like a heartbeat in the earth itself. In Tony's lab, the arc reactor hummed once and dimmed. A single symbol appeared on its surface, the Kryptonian crest intertwined with the mark of the Valkyrie. Tony smiled weakly. Guess he finished the job. Wanda stepped beside him. "What now?" Tony looked out at the golden sky. "Now," he said softly, "now we guard his world until he comes back." Above them, in the sunrise, a faint outline of a man shimmered, cape flowing, silent, eternal. Superman was gone, but the light remained. The Yendi, an alien killer, is coming to Earth saga complete.